So all of these, you want to write the equation in slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form means get it into y equals mx plus b, which means get the y by itself. So for number 37, I got to move the 4x over and the 3 over, but I could have did a shortcut. Instead of moving two things, I could have just moved the y. So I'd keep the 4x where it's at. I'd keep the 3 where it's at. I didn't move them. And then what happens to the y when you move it over?
Positive.
So that's a lot quicker. Remember, it doesn't matter which side the y is on as long as it's by itself, because this is y equals mx plus b. So then you got to graph it. This crosses at negative 3. And it's got a slope of 4, so you make it a fraction, 4 over 1. So you rise 4, run 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1. And then you draw your line. And put the arrows on there. Get used to putting the arrows on there. Okay, so here again, to get the y by itself, you could move both the x and the 4 over, but this one, again, it's also quicker, just like the first one, to move the y over there. Either way is fine. I guess I'll do it both ways. If you move the x and the 4 over, it would be negative y equals, this would change to negative x, that would change to negative 4. But then you'd have to switch all the signs. So y equals positive x plus 4. That's why it would have been quicker just to move this over right away. It would have changed to positive y, and then this would have just stayed there. So either way you do it, you'll get the same answer. So this one crosses at 4. Yep, and then the slope is 1 over 1. Now you could, if you don't want to make your graph bigger, it's no big deal, it's just 1, up 1 over 1. You could go down 1 and left 1, remember too, because negative 1 over negative 1 is the same as positive 1. So remember that, sometimes if you don't want to make your graph bigger, you can just make them both negatives. So this is the one I did in the example. Here all I got to do is move the x over, and you get y equals negative x. So there is no b, it's 0, so that means it crosses at 0. And the slope is negative 1, so you go down 1 over 1. All right, you only got 6 left then.